In the past hour, President Trump has blocked the release of classified memo that rebutted claims that there was anti-Trump bias in the FBI's investigation of Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election that brought President Trump to power. The White House said the memo, written by a Democratic congressman, couldn't be released because it contained classified material. Now, let's go now to North America and speak to our correspondent, Peter Bowes. Peter, I had a very smart question to ask about redacted information and why this was going to appear as double standards, but apparently, what are the Democrats now saying about this?
Well, the Democrats are saying that they will consider some redactions, and actually that isn't a huge surprise. I think we had been half expecting that this would happen. Certainly over the last few days, the signs were that the White House would probably come back and say that out of security considerations, it wasn't able to release this document, which, as you have already said, is essentially a redaction and is essentially a rebuttal of the very controversial document that we saw last week from the Republicans that essentially accused the FBI of being biased against Donald Trump.
And if these redactions can be got through, do you think the president will agree to release the memo?
Well, that's certainly the suggestion from the statement that we've had from the White House, that the president has instructed the Justice Department to work with the committee in the House looking at security matters that's responsible for this memo, to see if there is a way to release it without jeopardizing any issues of security. That would suggest that the White House and President Trump is open to its eventual release.
This whole thing is becoming a political football for both the Republicans and the Democrats.
Yes, it is, and it's, I've got to say, a political football that's left a lot of Americans quite baffled by certainly the small print that we have seen initially in the first memo and likely in this. People are saying probably a longer memo from the Democrats, and certainly it highlights a lot of strength of feeling. It also highlights, and we saw this last week, strength of feeling about the very